Hey everybody, Gabe here today. I'm going to be whipping up a quinoa burger. It's going to be an all veggie burger. So what we're going to do, or what you're going to need, we're also going to include some garbanzo beans, chickpeas, some of those. Obviously you need some quinoa. This is my empty bag. I used the last of it here. I used chicken stock to boil the quinoa in. You can use water, you can use chicken broth, whatever you want. You're going to need about 1/4 of a red pepper. I have 4 little baby carrots, half a stick of celery, and then some eggs, egg whites rather, some seasonings, some thyme, paprika, and cumin, and black pepper if you like it. So what you're going to want to do first is get your quinoa cooked. And what I did there, I used half a cup of quinoa, and you just do it 2 to 1. So two parts water to 1 part quinoa, or 2 parts broth to quinoa, whatever you're using. So I had half a cup of quinoa dry, and I used 1 whole cup of the chicken stock. Mixed them both in the pan, brought it to a boil. Once it was boiling, kicked it down to simmer or low, covered it, and cooked for about 10 minutes. And now I have my cooked quinoa. So we got that. And to start with here, we're going to throw our pepper, celery, and our carrots in our blender. And might end up using the Vitamix here, I'm not sure, but I got Magic Bullet for now. We're just gonna grind all these up. Yes, Vitamix destroys this thing. We got 1 carrot that we can't get. Oh. I don't know why, but that carrot won't go. So we're only going to use 3 carrots. Grab a bowl. We'll keep that mixture here. That's going to be, part of our base of our burger. Part of that pepper didn't go either. Probably have to use the Vitamix next time. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add quinoa. And this ends up being, a little bit, probably close to a cup once it's all cooked. So yeah, quinoa. We're going to drain these chickpeas. We're going to use half a cup of chickpeas, garbanzo beans, whatever you want to call them. And these go in. We're going to grind these up. Okay, that's just awful. Vitamix time. No more playing around. Okay. Got that pretty well mixed together. That's going to be a pretty thick paste. That goes in the bowl. I'm going to mix all this stuff up. We're going to add egg white, there's one. Two egg whites. Mix that in. Just get a blend of all your quinoa, chickpeas, and veggies here. And then we're going to do half a teaspoon of all of our seasonings that we got. So half a teaspoon of cumin. Half thyme. Maybe slightly under a half at the time. And half teaspoon of paprika. There's those. So mix all these together. And you should have, you know, somewhat kind of thicker consistency. And that's going to be it. This is going to make 2 patties. So we'll get one cooking up here. And it might get a little bit messy. I got my pan already sprayed with non-stick cooking spray. And take about half of the mixture. Form a patty. Mine's just a little bit runny, but it'll get better once we're cooked there. I don't know if you can see this. Got a burger. Get that cooking on medium heat and we'll give it a test. So, probably wondering what are the nutrition facts on this burger. So like I said, that concoction and that amount of ingredients is 2 burgers worth. And each burger will contain, I did my math right here, about 300 calories, 4.5 grams of fat. The fat comes from the quinoa and the beans, chickpeas. And then 18 grams of protein per burger. And if you used water to cook your quinoa or whatever you used, It might vary a little bit. I use the chicken stock, and the chicken stock here in 1 cup, which is what I use, actually contains 4 grams of protein. No fat, 20 calories, so you get a little bit extra protein with the chicken stock opposed to the water or chicken broth. So we wait for our burger to cook here. We'll check back on the final product once it's cooked. Probably going to take about 5-6 minutes, and then we'll test it out. Alright, we're back. Been cooking there for about 6 minutes, and got it pretty well done. And here's our quinoa burger. Hope you can see that. Looks pretty good. So that's about the size of one of the burgers that you're gonna get. I mean, pretty good size. So you could divide it up into more if you want, if you don't want to eat smaller portions. But that's about the size that I like. So give this a try. That's pretty good. If you wanted to, you get some fat-free cheese, sprinkle that on. Go well with a side of rice or peas. So you get up to that 400 or 500 calorie range for one meal, which is usually where I like to stick around. But again, about 300 calories for the burger, 4.5 grams fat, 18 grams of protein for a veggie burger. So great recipe for you vegetarians, people who don't really like to eat a lot of meat. Also a good way to incorporate the superfood quinoa into your diet. So that's it. Enjoy. See you next time.